Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the roadmap for the Founders Lounge. I'm super excited about this project. It's something that I've been working on pretty much all year, and I'm really just excited to start getting it out there and really start showing it off. So let's get right into it. So like I said, today we're going to talk about the roadmap for the Founders Lounge. Really excited about this. So let's get right into this. Today's agenda, we're going to go through a quick introduction. I want to talk about a short story about the Innovation Club, which was like a college thing that I was a part of. It was actually like a really cool group that I was really happy to be proud of, actually. And so we're going to go into that. Also, I want to talk about what problem does this actually solve and why I actually thought about making this and why I'm launching it. And then the initial phases of the Founders Lounge in the next 24 months. So short introduction about me. My name is Ethan J. Lagahid. I'm a marketing specialist and content creator. I'm actually from the Philippines as well, if you guys didn't know that. I used to run a marketing consultancy agency called Six Rings Media, helping coaches, content creators, and education businesses make online marketing decisions. But for now, I'm building this networking group because, I really just want to have a platform where people like me who are content creators, who are building things online, kind of have a place to go and win and meet each other and support and collaborate. And I really think that's a cool project to work on. So this is kind of like what I'm building for the next couple months or so. All right, let's get right into it. So Simon Sinek once said, a community is a group of people who agree to grow together. And he actually said this in a very recent podcast. I can't remember which one it was, but I've always looked up to Simon Sinek, really great guy. I don't know if you guys have seen his really famous TED Talk called Start With Why. If you guys haven't seen that already, watch it. It's really, really good. This is actually one of the main points that I heard recently where I was just kind of like, yeah, I definitely need to go 110% on the Founders Lounge and really keep pushing. And so now we're here. So the Innovation Club. When I was in college, I'll tell you this quick story. When I was in college, I went in there my freshman year to be a physical therapist, and I just didn't really want to do that. It was kind of something that my parents kind of gave me the idea of, and to really pursue because it's safer in the medical field. And so I didn't do that. I wanted to find something else. I know I really love making videos, taking pictures, stuff like that. So I thought I should go into business or communications or something like that, where I could learn how to build things. So I ran into some people there. It was initially called the Collegiate Entrepreneurship Organization. Joined it. It was really great my freshman year. You can actually see here on this left side, this is us that we went. I don't think I took this picture. Somebody else took this picture. I don't know where I was at when they took this, but we went to Tampa, Florida for like their annual like get together. It was like, all the chapters basically all across the United States. They were all there. I met some really cool people there, some from UCLA, some from USF. Some of them I still kind of keep in contact with. And so that's been a really cool experience for me. But this was really fun. This is us on the way out, and that was really cool. Our chapter, we had the owner of Freddy's, or like the CEO of Freddy's or something like that. I do remember this day. That was pretty cool. And then we also had a SaaS founder come in from New York, who was, mind you, this was like in 2017 or something like that. And he was already kind of like building things for augmented reality. The whole point of this group was to kind of foster this sense of community for people who are young college students who are really into entrepreneurship, innovation, also have like dreams of starting their own thing one day. And it was a really cool place for us to come together, sharpen our skills, grow. We went out to dinner all the time. We had fun. So it was a really cool experience. Fun fact, I actually became the president my sophomore year. And I learned a lot from this whole experience, and I really, really loved it. Eventually, though, I did have to move on from that, and I graduated college. But recently, in the more couple of recent years, I really started thinking about, how do I foster that same sense of community and learning into the creator economy? Obviously, the creator economy is something that's going to keep growing. I hate talking about this, but like it's supposed to be whatever it was 2 years ago in 2023, they did a study. It was like $526 billion, kind of like a market, but it's supposed to triple that in size by 2028. So we know it's not going anywhere. But on top of that, I also just genuinely love the content creator world, the economy online. I think it has really, I'm positioning my agency now to kind of fit that role of serving those people who are jumping on board and really be part of like the economy, whether they're creating content and doing brand sponsorships or building their own things, whether it's a coaching program or courses or whatever education business they want to build. I really want to position my company to be able to help those people, but I wanted to build a platform where we can all kind of like come in and learn together and support, kind of like share things that we otherwise wouldn't have known, and also do it with other people that have already been doing it, and also just people who genuinely love making content. So that was a question. How do I foster the same sense of community and learning into the creator economy? So the thesis of this project is essentially to outline two things: figuring out how to network and collab in the creator economy. The Founders Lounge is a private networking group for online entrepreneurs, content creators, influencers, education, business. The goal is to build a community of trust, collaboration, community, and a place on the internet where we can connect with like-minded individuals who share valuable insights on our winning moves and participate in in-person meetups and mastermind. I really think that's the whole gist of it. Just to keep it plain and simple, it's just a private networking group, but there is a learning component to it because I'm uploading a lot of my content that I share on here, on my podcast, also on my social media. Some of it are private that I will upload into the page, the platform, just because I want to share everything that I learn, all my experiences while I'm trying to build a personal brand, as well as starting a business in the past couple of years. So you guys see my last video, I talked about owning an ad agency. With that, I met so many business owners in the past, 3 or 4 years of my life, and I've learned so much. Also, the job that I currently have, I'm learning so much about business, the more traditional route anyways. And I really just want to take everything that I learn and put it towards the creator economy. And I think I've mentioned that before, but I think this thesis really wraps up kind of like everything that I'm thinking of doing. So I'm here to solve one problem. I built this platform to solve one problem, and it's that most people who want to create content cannot stay consistent because they lack proximity to other content creators and builders. And unfortunately, consistency wins online, right? We all know that the algorithms, they like when you're staying consistent, whether you upload once a day or once a week. As long as they see your face, what they try to do is put your face in front of people who would like your content or like how you look or however the algorithm works. Obviously, there's more to it than just that. And I just kind of want to simplify. But the point of it is, at least from what I've heard from other content creators, is that it's really hard to stay consistent when you don't have a group or a community who's pushing you to do the same thing because they're trying to do the same thing. And as we all know, it's a lot easier to do something when you're with other people. And although this is not like in person for now, I do think that there's an essence of like the run club who, some people like to run by themselves. And the run club is like a once a week thing where they all run together. We have one in Kansas City, and I think they go at like Wednesday at 7:30 or something like that, something crazy. And so I wanted to take that whole concept and put it into the Founders Lounge, which is just twice a week. We meet up on Zoom, and you guys can ask me marketing questions, or we have an expert come in. I have experts in my Rolodex. That's like going to be really fun to have on here. So yeah. That's the problem I'm trying to solve here. So the ultimate goal is to launch an exclusive community where all online entrepreneurs are welcome to share insights and connect. And as you can see here, I got phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. We want to build, we want to collab, and then we also want to build community, right? So let's go through one by one. On the foundation, so this is currently where I'm at. I definitely want to get it out and about. We're going to launch and share after this video. I'm going to share it to a bunch of people so that we can all get in there. I also want to run ads to acquire users to the platform. And the goal is to get to like the first 50 users by the end of this year. As I'm recording this, it is August 13th, I believe. So I basically have like 4 or 5 months left before the year ends. And I think I can beat this, but it's going to be pretty fun to see. Okay, phase 2, so going into next year, 2026, definitely want to stabilize growth strategy, whether it's outreach by myself or the content that I'm posting out. I do have social media accounts that are specifically for the platform, the Founders Lounge. So, and I want to see how the ads run for the next couple of weeks to get people on board. This is also when I want to start implementing community calls. But later this year, I want to do like Tuesdays and Thursdays where we hop on and I basically just check in with everybody and answer questions that are related to content creation, marketing, landing pages, advertising, all my expertise basically. And also I'll try to bring people in. I have sales guys that want to come in and talk sales. I have ad guys that want to come in and talk ads. I also have ad agency owners that want to come in and talk ad agency stuff. So it'll be really cool. The end of 2026 is kind of like a stretch, but I kind of want to get to 500 users. Not kind of, I really, really want to get to 500 users for the Founders Lounge. And I think it's going to be a fun challenge for next year. So yeah, hopefully we get to it. Phase 3, this is like 2027 and beyond. I want to start doing member interviews and like get people in front of other content creators. I also would like the idea of like a cocktail night. I don't know how often I'd like to do it, but maybe for one of the community calls, we'll do um like a cocktail night where we all come in. We have one member of the group who's like an expert at something, do a TED talk, and then we can do a Q&A as well after. I think that would be really, really, really cool. And then the very last thing I want to do in 2027 is do the first IRL meetup event. The difference is I don't want to do masterminds where people pay $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 to go and have fun and learn and communicate and network. I want to do experiences. Depending on where this business is at and where my business is at, like I want to be able to do trips with the group. I want to be able to go to other people's like summits, like video summits and creator summits. I'd like to go to those as a group. I think that'd be really fun. And even just like different excursions all throughout the country and the United States. Yeah, I want to do like IRL meetup events in real life. And I think that's going to be really cool because it's not like learning focused, but more so just like chilling, hanging out, doing activities, experiences together. Depending on how big the group gets, I think it'll kind of like judge like where we go. But definitely want to do meetup events, and I think that'll be really fun. Here are some other features that I'm thinking about adding on. Definitely want to do an anti-bullying board. I think this is kind of cool because if someone goes in there and posts about a bad comment they got, it'd be cool if we got like other members of the group go and bully that one comment that like made them feel bad, one of our members. I think that'd be really sweet to do. Founders retreats, just kind of like what I was talking about earlier. Expert-led AMAs, like ask me questions or ask me anything. I mean, that'd be really cool to have as well in the group. But it's kind of like the cocktail night I was thinking about. A points-based reward system. Not sure how that'll work, but if the group is demanding it, then we can figure it out. Journals, planners, that's going to be kind of hard to do, but I'm going to try my best to get that done if the group wants it. In-person masterminds, I know I just said I don't want to do that, but like if there was like a mastermind group where a bunch of people want to go to and we always want to go together, I think that'd be really cool. Multiple classrooms with real experts in the field. I just talked about that, like having my friends or other people that you guys want to come in, bring in, I mean, and talk to the group. I think that'll be cool as well. Founders Corners, basically the member interviews, private job boards. So any of our members who have jobs listed out for their companies, I think it would be cool to have within the group. That way you can hire people within the group. Exclusive clothing line, that's kind of like a reach, but we'll see when the time comes. More coming as well. I think any features that the group wants or needs looking for, definitely going to have that on board. I'm going to try my best to deliver and ship, I guess, in SaaS world. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is kind of like the roadmap for the next 24 to like 36 months. Build the foundation, build the momentum, and then build the movement. And really get the Founders Lounge out there. You know, I think there's definitely a world where a bunch of content creators who are just starting out are finding it really difficult because they don't have the right knowledge in terms of tech. They don't have the community to collab and support each other. And they also just don't have, you know, the back end business systems that will help them build an income, you know, past what they know, which is like brand sponsorships or, you know, whatever the conventional method is to make money as a content creator. Really want to have the Founders Lounge to help alleviate all three of those things. And I think we can do it. So thanks for watching this video. DM me any questions you may have on Twitter, Ethan Lagahid. Also, you can find me on Instagram, Ethan Talks Biz. That's mostly where I'm really, really active. And so, yeah,